Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Guess what, people? I'm starting this video the same way I've started all the other videos. I'm saying the exact same thing I've been saying for the last 2 months. Things just got worse for little Fani Willis. In fact, this might be the final nail in the coffin of her career. But honestly, I'm not so interested in the future of Fani Willis's career. I'm mostly focused on watching this election interference witch hunt crash and burn to the ground. And well, friends, it seems as though that's exactly what's happening. I mean, at this point, this trial, or rather this spectacle, has become crazier and more entertaining than reality TV, as we now have more information that drops, cell phone records, which essentially prove that Nathan Wade and Fani Willis both lied under oath. Both of these individuals have committed perjury. They are guilty, guilty, guilty. And I think the end result here, well, it can only be one thing: the absolute dismissal of all charges, the dismantling of this case, and removal of Fani Willis. And of course, her little lover boy, Nathan Wade. Let me show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks. So pretty much as expected, like I called a couple months ago, we're gonna get to the truth of this relationship. Whether Fani Willis likes it or not, once those subpoenas hit, we were going to get to the bottom of this. Now, initially we were focused on transaction logs involving their various trips, cruises, the Caribbean, yada yada yada, and then of course phase 2, cell phone data logs. That's exactly what we got. Take a look at this. Trump lawyers, Nathan Wade's cell phone data contradicts testimony, could constitute perjury. Cell phone data obtained from AT&T through subpoena strongly suggests that Nathan Wade made 35 trips to Fulton County Prosecutor Fani Willis's Hapeville neighborhood, contradicting his testimony of just 10 visits. An affidavit filed Friday by Trump attorneys contends. The filing, if true, suggests that Wade might have committed perjury. Fulton Superior Court Judge Scott McAfee will decide whether to admit the affidavit and cell phone records into evidence. Nathan Wade testified that his relationship with Willis began in 2022 after Willis opened the case against Donald Trump in 2021. The affidavit appears to contradict that contention, the Atlanta Constitutional Journal reported. Trump's lawyers relied on data collected from Wade's cell phone and cell phone tower transmissions to track his movement. It seems to contradict Wade's testimony last week, in which he said that he had visited Willis at her condo in Hapeville no more than 10 times before he was hired in November 2021. It also indicated Wade twice arrived late at night at the condo and left early in the morning in the months before Willis and Wade said their relationship became romantic in early 2022. Both Wade and Willis testified last week that they did not spend the night together at the Hapeville condo. The timeline is important for 2 reasons. If Willis and Wade were a couple before she hired him, it raises the prospect that she may have violated at least the spirit of anti-nepotism rules, although Fulton's policy specifically focuses on family members. More importantly, both Willis and Wade have testified under oath that the relationship began in 2022. If defense attorneys can prove that they lied under oath, it could constitute perjury. The affidavit notes that Willis and Wade made 2,000 phone calls to each other during the first 11 months of 2021, and they also exchanged 12,000 text messages. Holy frickin' moly. When Fani Willis was initially questioned on this exact issue, she responded like this.
Mr. Wade visits you at the place you laid your head.
When?
Has he ever visited you at the place you laid your head?
So let's be clear, because you lied in this. Let me tell you which one you lied in. Right here. I think you lied right here. No. This is the truth,
Judge.
And it is a lie. It is a lie.
Ms. Willis?
You
Mr. Sena, thank you. We're going to take 5 minutes. Be back in 5.
Claiming her legal opposition, quote, lied, but it turns out the only people who lied are her and her lover boy Wade. During Wade's testimony, he claimed the cell phone records would be incorrect if they contradicted his testimony. So if phone records were to reflect that you were making phone calls from the same location as the condo before November 1st, 2021, and it was on multiple occasions, the phone records could be wrong, or would be wrong, a Trump lawyer asked Wade. If phone records reflected that, yes sir, Wade replied. They'd be wrong, Trump's lawyer asked. Wade confirmed, quote, they would be wrong. Well, they weren't wrong. And not only was Mr. Nathan Wade making phone calls on multiple occasions from Fani Willis's condo, but we now know that Nathan Wade visited her condo over 35 times. It wasn't a personal relationship, no. Nathan Wade was just going there in the middle of the night and leaving in the morning. Sounds like a frickin' booty call to me. Does this say stupid on my forehead? We're always stuck in this situation where Democrats want to deny the most obvious reality. This isn't conclusive proof of anything. Are you freaking kidding me? They weren't even working on a case together, yet they exchanged 12,000 texts and 2,000 phone calls? And Nathan Wade would just sleep over at Fani Willis's home? I guess they were just working throughout the night on a non-existent case. Or maybe they were drinking hot chocolate and watching movies. Give me a freaking break. This proves that they were in a relationship before 2022. And this proves that Fani Willis hired her lover boy and then funneled $650,000 through him, indirectly enriching herself. You know, it's interesting because Fani Willis said this at one point.
Lord, you're flawed, hard-headed, and imperfect child. I'm a little confused. I appointed 3 special counsel, as is my right to do. Paid them all the same hourly rate. They only attacked one.
She claims that she paid all the prosecutors who worked beneath her the same amount. Maybe the same rate, but certainly not the same amount. Here are the facts.
Public records obtained from Fulton County show the amount each were paid differed substantially. The DA's office paid Special Prosecutor John Floyd's law firm close to $73,000. Special Prosecutor Anna Cross's law firms were paid a total of roughly $90,000. Over the same time period, the DA's office paid the law offices of Nathan J. Wade more than $650,000.
Fani Willis paid Nathan Wade nearly 10 times what she paid her other special prosecutors. Interesting, yet again another lie or another at least dishonest misdirection. It's time for this whole thing to wrap up. We now have cell phone location records confirming that the relationship started before he was hired. Fani Willis clearly acted unethically. She lied under oath multiple times, and even her defense or her justification, the dishonest claim that the relationship started after, even if that was the case, if they had gotten into a relationship post bringing Nathan Wade on as a special prosecutor, well then she should have removed him from the case. She never did, so her defense obviously doesn't stack up, and that's if we're incredibly generous and we give her the benefit of the doubt, but the simple fact here is that she doesn't deserve the benefit of the doubt. Both Nathan Wade and Fani Willis perjured themselves. They acted unethically, they acted illegally, they certainly acted corruptly, and instead of coming clean, they've attempted to weasel their way out of any responsibility, but at this point there's just too much damning evidence for that to ever happen. If Fani Willis somehow, miraculously, comes out of this whole thing unscathed and her case against Trump continues, the country is lost at that point. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think any judge would be willing to risk their career to save Fani's Fani. This witch hunt is done and dusted. Time to wrap it up and close up shop. Anyways, that's pretty much what I got for you guys on this one. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, friends, and I'll see you on the next one.